Hi guys, I made a video yesterday and I just wanted to quickly talk about it because yesterday I pointed out that on the back of George Bush's head there appears to be the name Jesus written in the J, the U, the S, the E, and the S that's over here, and rearranging the U and the E, put the E there, the U there, you've got Jesus. And I thought about how that connected to the Spanish version of Jesus, which is, and that was because I was watching a CNN uh, segment before I was doing this research, and they had a person on there, and his name was Jesús Barones, and I hypothesized that probably had something to do with DACA, and he might, or someone with a similar name might shoot Donald Trump on Valentine's Day, which was yesterday now. It's the 15th over here in the UK. And I was talking about the Valentine's Day massacre and how I believe that they were taking an old name and bringing it to giving it a different but relevant day again, kind of thing. Um, and then one of my subscribers pointed out that the name of the gunman who shot 17 people dead today in Florida had the middle name of Jesus, full name Nicholas de Jesus Cruz. And obviously it's significant for me because I only made the video on the 13th of February, um, and I was talking about what could potentially happen the next day, which is the 14th of February, and some of the things have appeared. So the shooting, it wasn't Donald Trump, but there was a shooting. The name Jesus, the guy wasn't named Jesus, but his middle name contains Jesus. And it happened on Valentine's Day, and he killed 17 people, which is a massacre, Valentine's Day massacre. Um, and I still think the F has reference to February because obviously that's the month we're in. But again, we got Florida, so that could have been another reference there, um, that I missed, or that we all missed. So the reason I point that out is because I want to give people who are doing the research and making the videos, commenting and trying to figure this iPad Go 2 video out, just a little bit of encouragement, because not only does it say Jose, Irma, Maria in this video, referring to the hurricanes, but some of the other stuff, particularly this one, kind of freaks me out, to be honest. I'll be honest with you guys. Every time I make a video, even though I believe in the research I'm doing, and that when I'm doing my analysis and my translations or whatever, I'm doing it because I feel like it's correct. But this is different. This is a different feeling, because if something like that, Jesus shooting Valentine's Day massacre, can actually come true, then what the other things that are depicted in this video could come true. And that is a little bit terrifying, to be honest. But having said that, God is always with us. So you guys keep up the prayers, keep up the watch. It's particularly in the next couple of days, because obviously we're entering, um, the Chinese New Year and the switch of the yin yang. We're coming up to the end of the sign of Aquarius, which is on February the 18th. We're coming up to the day of the shining star, the skeleton event at the Olympics. All of it is happening in the next couple of days, and a lot of those things appear to be referenced in the iPad Go 2 video. So with that, you guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and God bless. Hi guys, this is just a quick add-on to the end of the video. I was just uploading it, and just in my mind I was thinking about, obviously, Florida, because that's where this event occurred. And then I was thinking about February, because that's the month it occurred. February, Florida, Florida, February. And then that made me think about the FF that's on the wall here. And for some reason, I wanted to title the video, which I think I'm still going to do, February equals minus Florida. And don't know why, don't ask me why I thought that, but February equals minus Florida. Then other things started to click. Like the first point on the map that the star points to is Florida. Like when the scene plays a little bit more, which I'm going to do now. His indication, his eye line is at Florida. Fool me once is now what he's saying. Then he looks up there. But I'm not looking into all that. I just want to get to the point. Just wait for it a second. Something to do with death because of that hangman. This is the part where it looks like he gets shot in the back of the head. Indication to love hearts. So the part is coming up. So this part here as well, his pinky just pointing at Florida. So just to quickly recap on my train of thought there, uploading the video, thinking about the shooting that's taken place today with Jesùs, who appears to be named on the back of this character's head. Also seems to be related to the character that CNN had on their show yesterday. That's too much. The references to love and the Valentine's Day and the Valentine's Day Massacre. This happening in Florida in February with the FF on the wall. February equals minus Florida is what I've calculated it as. Having the star when the video opens up pointing straight at February, then his eye line looking at February, and then his little pinky pointing February, I keep saying February, Florida. His eye line looking at Florida, the star pointing to Florida, his little pinky pointing to Florida. That's a lot of indications that something may be coming to Florida. And then I was just thinking about the scene outside the castle where we're shown the one star on the flag floating away from the rest. And if it does mean February equals minus Florida, perhaps there's more to come. Again, relevant because right now, this is the classroom. This bit of land that they're on in this depiction is Florida. This is where the classroom was that George Bush went to when he was reading the iPad Go video. It was in Florida. So it would make sense that this, at least this particular scene, this classroom, and this first opening scene over here, because I believe up here we're getting into, it kind of gives you a scaled down version of the coastline, so you kind of go up to New York or whatever. But at least down here where the school is, this is Florida. And we've got the the one star being ripped off. And obviously there's references to the Lone Star State, which is Texas. There's references to California because they want to secede from the United States, where there's been talk of it. You know, they want to become their own kind of refugee, kind of sanctuary state. But it could also relate to Florida because it just seems to. So, again, you guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and God bless.